Sorry for my voice. I'm a bit sick these days, so I think it's easy to hear in the voice. But nevertheless, I have to make these weekly videos that I committed myself to do. Nothing is gonna stand in the way for that. Not even not even a flu or whatever it might be, virus of some sort. Um, Today I want to talk about what you put in your mind, how you stay in guard of your mind, of the door to your mind. I think it's Jim Rohn. I heard talking about that the first time. Stand guard of your mind, or stand guard of the door of your mind, or something like that. And I've taken that to me, and I'm practicing that every single day. I think it's one of the most fundamental things you have to do if you want to change anything in your life. You have to stand guard of your mind. We are very easily, we very easily percept things on a daily basis. You can watch some totally nonsense TV shows on a streaming service of any kind, and when you do that for 4 hours in a row, well, it will most likely sink in, a lot of it, and your mind will store it. And that's not necessarily a good thing, because what can you use it for? So there's there's a lot of negativity going around, no matter where in the world we are. But the equal amount of negativity, or the amount of negativity, there's an equally amount of positivity. It's just very easy to focus on the negative. It's very easy. And I think a lot of people do that. They tend to focus on the negative things instead of the positive. And once you do that, when you take a lot of notice of the negative going around, you put that in your head, you put that in your brain, and it will store, and it will pop up. It will pop up a lot of times. Sorry. For instance, a little kid, they don't they don't have a lot of bad experience. They don't have a lot of negativity going around. They're just positively curious about everything. But once they grow up, get older, they're getting told a lot of bad things. They're getting told negative things, and then they start to store that in their brain instead. But on that early stage, everything is curious and positive. And we gotta find that. We gotta find that again. Well, many times I will always say, limit ourselves to our negative thoughts. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We have the choice to focus on the positive things, on what makes us grow, what makes us evolve, not going downhill. Negativity brings you down. Positivity brings you up. And we want to go up, not down. So we have to stand guard of our mind. Be careful what we let in. Now, there's a lot of people that will say bad things about you. I've no doubt. No matter if you are running a successful business, or if you are work as a cleaning assistant or whatever it might be. No matter what you do, you probably heard some negative things about you or what you do, or your performance, or whatever it might be. You probably heard some negative things. I sure have. And I bet I'm not the only one. I think most people have heard some negative things from a colleague, or something a colleague is not satisfied with about you, or something like that. I think everybody have heard about that, have experienced that. Now the question is, how do you take it? Do you let it affect you or not? I think most people do let themselves affect by it, be affected by it, but we really shouldn't. What somebody else's opinion about you is don't matter. It don't matter at all. They don't know you. They don't know who you really are. They don't know the person you really are. They don't know what your goals are, what your beliefs are, what your values are. They don't know that. They think they do, but they don't. So it's very easy to verbally attack you, say something negative about you, something bad about you. But don't let that affect you. Don't let it sink in. Before it goes all the way down here into the brain, stop it up here. Don't let it sink in. It's one of the worst things you can do. Let it sink in. Now I've learned to block it out, so to speak. When I hear something negative about myself, my person, my values, my ideas, my goals, my visions, my beliefs, when I hear something negative about that, and I still do sometimes, I don't let it affect me. I listen to it vaguely, and then I let it pass right through. Let it pass. I don't store it. I don't find an available spot on hard drive in here. There are plenty of available spots in there, but I'll let that one pass. There's no need for it. Why do you store it? What can you use it for? Absolutely nothing. If you store it, you can use it to beat yourself up in your mind. And what in the world is that good for? So you gotta stand guard of your mind. Be careful who you open the door for, or what you open the door for. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't watch a show on a streaming service once in a while, of course, by all means. I think we all do that sometimes. Just don't do it too often. And then again, most importantly, be extremely careful who you associate with, and especially what they say about you, or what they say about the environment generally. If they talk negatively about everybody and everything, they're probably not the ones you want to be a lot around, to be inspired by. That would pollute your mind. And there's absolutely no reason to do that. You gotta keep it clean, your mind. So so it's open for positive things. I think it was Bob Proctor talked about frequencies and stuff like that. So you gotta find people that are at the same frequency as you are, or maybe a higher frequency. That would be the best, because then you have something to go for. And let yourself inspire by that. Now that's the kind of things you want to store on your internal hard drive. So be careful what you let in. Don't let a lot of crap in. Read a good book, learn from it, and store that instead.